Alright, at the end of last episode, I actually said that we had actually started on a project. And it actually might have actually come in. Might have actually done it, by the way. I also now have a giant, like, wall of important objects, all the important heads. I got a few Withers heads, and some other heads as well, and 2 of these heads. And actually, trying to go into my E-chest really quickly, I think it's this one. Yeah. We now can add 3 more heads to this list. My personal head, Chicken Man Luke's head, and another Presley head. There we go. There seem to be a lot of Presley heads. I think it's because she for some reason likes to PvP paddle, drives me nuts, but... Alright, let's see what we're up against. Are you ready? There we go. That's right, we have actually moved on to the nether roof. All of the nether portals are now on the nether roof, and they all sprawl into this main location here. Where there's been some bedrock breaking, a lot of bedrock breaking, in fact, in between episodes I've been also coming on the server and doing some bedrock breaking here, because our end goal for our nether hub is to have this big huge structure up here, but we want the shopping district to be below the bedrock, which is why we're breaking a bunch of bedrock. But I've also had to spend a lot of money on TNT. we're gonna need a lot of TNT for this project, and also trapdoors, levers, TNT, blocks, and obsidian. So I think probably gonna get into another quick time lapse of me blowing up more bedrock, because blowing off bedrock is very fun. Guys, welcome back from that bedrock breaking time lapse. Not bad. It's actually not bad at all. But we were actually back here at a different nether fortress, because we're actually going to be building our nether fortress farm here. Reason being is that there's actually a lot of much more open space around here, and my trusty friend Midnight Warlock has been killing off a little bit of skeletons, and we've been doing a little bit while we've been working on this as well. Right, Midnight Warlock? Are you there? Yeah. These things pack a punch, don't they?
Yes.
They definitely
the Totem Zone Undying was a good thing to put on the gear list.
I know. And we're also taking out some spawning spaces as well. We're going to use pressure plates to slab off the area, because they're pretty cheap. They're pretty cheap, but in order for us to build the Wither Scouts farm, we're going to make ourselves a Wither Rose farm. So we're back here in about maybe 10 minutes, and let's see how much we've gotten done. So I've done a little bit of work, and a ghast, of course. Of course, there's always a ghast. There's always a ghast. There's always ghasts here. I've done more work. And then we have like 80% covered. By the way, those are the double crossroad. All I just have now are these last 3 bridges. And just like that, of course, we are out of pressure plates. Oh my god, this is like the biggest pressure plate montage I've ever seen. And I'm going to craft more pressure plates. More pressure plates! Which means more diamonds spent at the iron shop. We had 6 stacks of diamonds, but it's all gone to waste at the stupid shop. Because, well, iron is expensive. Iron is definitely expensive, but I recently made a deal that I get half the profits from the farm because I helped build it, So yeah, there's 12 diamonds, it's 3 stacks, I think. Yeah, 3 stacks, 4 diamonds like that. Let's see how many pressure plates that makes. There we go! More shulker box. Another full shulker box with heavy-weighted pressure plates to bring back over to the farm. I'm not sure if I ever said this or not, but there's actually a bedrock that I broke to get to the top of this thing. And yeah. There are a whole lot of ways to get down here. So maybe despite that, then we obviously we get done. And I also noticed we just missed a bunch of spawning spaces, and like I said, my original goal for today is to slab the entire nether with iron. So that is what I'm going to do. Where did that shulker box go? 2 hours of work, and a little time later, and flying down here. It is all completely slabbed off. Everywhere inside this nether fortress has been completely slabbed off except for a double crossroad, and look at the huge amount of blazes that are here. And that's where their skeleton wants to kill me. Goodbye. But we have one more problem. It's over here. There's a big crimson forest that borders onto this, which means you have to slab this area off. But it shouldn't be that hard, as there's not a lot to slab off, but yeah, never know. But I'm pretty sure right now I'm actually kind of running low. Yeah, I don't have a lot of heavy-weighted pressure plates left. I'll come back to you guys when I've used up all of those. Alrighty, everyone. Finally, wild song passed, and there's a bunch of ghast over here. Goodbye, ghast! And I'm out of... Nope, I'm not. I'm not out of fireworks just yet. We managed to spawn-proof every possible space, and I've just been testing it. That seem to be able to spawn some mobs. And I'm gonna bring over a beacon right now, or just try to locate a beacon, or get a third-wheeler skeleton skull. Should be able to take out all of this area where the crossroad is, so we're able to make ourselves our farm. Alright, welcome back from that time-lapse, folks. So the entire area for the fortress area has been cleared out. But we still have to clear out this area over here and a lot of blocks out with the fortress around the other directions in order to get the maximum potential for pack spawning. So we were able to build up the farm and have it be as efficient as possible, and we also had to get rid of some of the lava down there. There's a lot left to this project, and it's going to take over the course of a couple of episodes, but I think that's where we're going to leave it off for today. So we have our project here at the top of the mob farm, and it actually has to do with the actual mob farm itself, but in order for us to see it, we are going to drink ourselves a potion real quick of night vision, so you're able to see inside of these mob farm modules. So you see, when Rylock runs out of stuff for his mob farm, he generally needs more gunpowder. And we're actually going to transform 2 of these modules into creeper spawning modules. So I think it's going to be these 2 modules right here. It's going to be a little bit hard, but I don't know. I have my resources. I've been stocking up. Anyway, let's just get this thing started. We've definitely made progress. Yes, that is exactly... Yeah, I see that. Yeah. I didn't know. So we made some excellent progress on the farm, as you guys can see. A few mods have been completed. We've almost finished up the first module. I think there's like 1 or 2 modules left to go, so let's work on that. I mean, I'll set that one over there. We didn't start that one. So, with a little bit of extra axe work, we have finally managed to complete 1 entire layer. Well, 1 entire module finally. And I also realized while building that mobs actually can now spawn on iron trapdoors. So I needed to replace those with glass. Thankfully, that wasn't such a hard thing to do. And then now that's what one of the creeper modules looks like. And look, there's some creepers. They're spawning. They're spawning. Now we have to build up this second module as well, which should not be very hard to do either, because it's literally doing the same thing as over there, which took us about an hour to do. Let's get back into it. I don't know. Okay, we have like about 3 modules left to go, and we've done everything else. That module is what is top us from spawning mobs, so hopefully we'll be done with this in the next couple of minutes, because I would actually really like to finish this, like, the same day that I were to start these projects, because it doesn't always start out like that way. Well, a lot of work has gone into our final project, but we finally actually managed to do— oh, that's the wrong tab. We actually finally managed to finish up both 2 creeper farm mods, and I'm actually going to run the creeper farm for a little bit to see what our average rates are, because it's a double module. You never know what it is. I gotta stop here first. So I think that is, unfortunately, we're gonna leave it off for today's episode. It's been a little bit of a shorter one. It's definitely been one of the shorter ones this season, but that's because we're starting to actually wrap things up here on Season 1 of Novacraft. And over the next couple of episodes, we'll be finishing some other projects up, and hopefully getting everything done and finalized, ready for Season 2. And on my Discord server, I did post a trajectory on the possible time that we will be switching over to Season 2. It'll basically be when 1.16.2 releases, and after all the mods have updated, so we'll stay on Season 1 till then, finishing up all the projects until we're ready to switch over to Season 2. And we'll switch over to Season 2. But I think that is about all that I have time for today. If you guys have liked this video, leave it a like, and if you realize it, then make sure to subscribe. And my name is Engineer L, and the engineer is out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Wow, those are a lot of beacons. Whee! Haha.